The film starts with a boy named Josh, waiting for a well-known businessman. Soon the businessman Coral and his wife arrive, where Josh was waiting. Actually, some people had discovered a new cave. The cave was at a very deep depth, which had a river of water, but no one had been able to find out where that water came from. And to find out about this, Josh had been working with his team for a long time. Anyway, Josh meets Coral. They sit in a helicopter and leave for that cave. Coral was very fond of seeing such strange things, and that's why Coral had spent a lot of money. They reached on the destination, so Coral's wife is also quite surprised to see all this. Now, when they reach that place and land the helicopter, some workers were leaving with their luggage. When Coral asks them the reason for leaving, they say that we have come to know that a dangerous storm is going to come here in a while, so you should also leave from here. And the team of Josh's dad was working inside the cave. These people also wanted to remove them, but Coral had come from so far. He says, now whatever happens, we will definitely go down in this cave. We look inside the cave, which was 2 kilometers below. Inside it, Josh's dad team was still working with their full setup. A female worker who was very good at swimming. She was trying to find out that where did the water come from inside this cave. And it is so large, where does it end? So today, she was going to go on a new path. On top of that, Coral's wife was shown the map of this cave, which made her realize how deep and big the cave is. Here, Coral tells Josh, see, I will go down before you. So the Coral goes inside the cave with the help of a parachute. Coral's wife was surprised to see the beauty of the cave. Before coming here, Josh's dad and the female worker had gone into the water so that they could find out where the water is coming from. While swimming, they find a new way. Josh's dad says that we should go through this new way. First of all, Josh's dad goes, and when the female worker starts following them, she was stuck. Anyway, they help her. They both reached a new place. They could see the water level at that height. But they could not go there, because if they had gone there, they did not have oxygen to return. Now as soon as they start going back from here, the female worker's oxygen cylinder runs out. Her life was in danger, and all this their team is watching on the monitor. The oxygen cylinder was so far that if she had gone to get it back, she would have died on the way. That's why Josh's dad makes a decision here. He takes off his oxygen mask and puts it on his worker. Then after a while, he puts it on himself. Now while doing this, he was able to breathe, but he could not swim. And in this way, both would have died. That's why Josh's dad decides with a stone on his heart that he will take his oxygen mask back from his worker. He pushes his worker away. As a result, she died there. Everyone was very sad to see this. Josh was angry to see all this because he sees his own father guilty, but the rest of the team did not consider their head. That is Josh's dad guilty. When Josh's dad brought the female worker's body from the water, he had heard everything Josh had to say. They tell him to go away in anger. Josh had also heard his father's words and left. When the cart comes to them, it is shown above a very big storm was about to come. The people above packed their luggage and leave from here. Because of the heavy rain, all the equipment, electronic devices were damaged. That's why these people could not even tell them in the cave below. When Josh and his team were trying to get out of the cave below, they hear a sound. Actually, it was the sound of water. Now they had only two choices. Either they get out of this cave quickly or get away from the path where the water was about to come from. There is a lot of water in the cave. When they start going up, there was no one to pull their rope, because everyone had gone from above. Two of them tried to climb up, so the water pressure gets so high that they fell down. The man who was with Josh, they both reached the top. If they wanted, they could have gone from here now. But Josh says, "No, I will not go alone like this. I can't leave my dad and the people below in trouble." That's why he goes down to tell them about the storm. When he was going, the water in the cave starts to fill up. The water was constantly coming into the cave. There was Josh's dad, Tim, Coral and his wife. Josh's father told them to walk on the new path, here in the cave, where there was nothing a while ago. Now that cave was full like the sea. Coral and his wife were also regretting that why did they come here. They also had no other option but to listen to Josh's dad. The first man who was with Josh because of the water pressure falls down. His head hit a stone. When Josh tries to save him, he disappears somewhere in the water. After that, these 5 people wear their own swimming suits. Coral's wife didn't know how to swim. That's why Josh's dad tells her that he will be with her on this journey, who will support on the way. Now one by one they all get out of the way, but because of their anxiety, Coral's wife got stuck in that way. Josh encourages her that no, you can do it. Anyway, they got out of that way, but Coral's wife's condition gets worse. Coral gives his wife support. Here Coral says that we should not try like this. We have to wait for the rescue team. They will come and save us. But now this couldn't have happened. No one knew about this way. Josh's dad says that if we have to save our lives, then we have to move forward. Unwillingly, Coral and his wife have to listen to Josh's dad. These people were slowly moving forward, but now our workers' condition gets worse. They all reached away from where the water was flowing very fast. The flow of water was so fast that if a person fell into it, he would immediately die. But now they decide that they will cross that way with the help of ropes. The worker's condition was getting worse. He himself stops at one place. He got separated from Josh and his dad so that he could cross this place quickly, because he knew that he would die soon, while Josh's dad and Josh were looking for him, but they couldn't find him anywhere. Now there were only 4 people left. When they come a little further, Carol stops at one place and starts taking pictures. Seeing this, Josh's dad got angry. He takes the camera from Carol and says that we have not come to any city here. Many people died because of you. Now you have to do what I say. Although Coral was very rich, he was also helpless after coming here. After that, they had to cross a rock. Josh was very good at climbing mountains. That's why he crossed that rock quickly. Then it was his dad's turn, who was coming with Coral's wife. That's when Coral's wife's leg slips, because of which the wire got stuck in her hair, and she was in a lot of pain. Caring not for her hair, she cuts the wire with a knife, because of which she fell down and immediately dies. Coral was crying a lot about his wife's death, but now nothing could be done. The 3 of them reached the other side. Coral's condition is very bad. Josh's dad says, according to the map, we have traveled a long way, but now they had a shortage of oxygen. Only 1 man could go into the water. When Josh's dad and Josh were checking out the way, Coral takes the cylinder and goes into the water. Because of it, Josh and his dad got stuck there. After a while, Josh's dad sees away from where he could see the jungle, but that was also quite far from them. That's when they find a tank there. In that tank, they also found some food. Similarly, 2 days passed. When they were coming back from their old way, they meet Coral, who was now badly injured. He was hungry and was talking like crazy. Coral is happy to see Josh and his dad. He thought that they had come to save him, but it was not so. Josh's dad doesn't help him anymore because he had deceived them. When Coral was crying and asking for food, Josh feels pity for him. That's why he gives him food. When Josh goes to look for water, Coral attacks Josh's dad in his madness, because of which he falls on a sharp stone. Because of the injury to his lungs, he couldn't walk at all. When Josh comes back and sees all this, he was now angry at Coral. But Coral himself drowns in water and dies without oxygen. When Josh goes to his dad says, "Son, I am in a lot of pain. Please help me to die. I can't take this anymore." Even though he doesn't want to, Josh has to leave his dad there. He jumped into the water with a small oxygen cylinder. There he sees Coral's body. Even when he comes a little far, he doesn't see anything. His oxygen was about to run out. That's when he sees the light. Then he decides to swim a little further. He comes out of the sea. He goes into the open sea and breathes. The fishermen who were sitting by the sea helped him. Josh came out of that dangerous cave, but he lost a lot of his loved ones on this journey.